Hello, welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a good one wherever you are. I am having another busy day. Another busy day. When is it not busy here, I guess, right? Lately, it seems like every day is a busy day these days. And maybe it's because we're kind of like in that mad dash, like the last bit of summer, getting ready for school and doing all the errands, making sure our son is all set for the school year, getting all the things. I gotta get him in for a haircut too. Anyway, but I am super excited today, and I'm sure you guys are super excited because the new Elite Spec beta began today, and we're going to be checking those out. Does the hair look more wet than usual? It might. It also looks a little colored. I did a thing over the weekend. So I did one of those demi-permanent dye things. I just was getting tired of looking at my grays, and it's like I either want to be, my full color, or I just want to be all silver, and I don't like this in between thing. So I threw some dye in, and I'm pretty happy with it so far, but it does look a little like wet because it kind of dried weird because I had it up for most of the morning when I was getting stuff done. So, but yeah, I did things to the hair. How you doing, Blood, by the way? Are you having a good Wednesday? Crazy how things like this can make someone look a couple years younger. Ooh. Are you trying to tell me that I look a little younger? I'll take it. I'll take that. All right, let me get the game up. They were having some problems earlier today. I went ahead and I pre-created the first three characters that we're going to look at, the first three Elite Spec testers that we're going to play with today. But the game kept kicking me out, and it took me forever to get them made. So hopefully they're still there. Hopefully the server hasn't blown up since then. Hopefully everything is okay. I bet they were rushing to fix all that this morning. But yeah, I was like, oh, I couldn't stay. Like at one point it kept kicking me out, I think like every 2 minutes. It's like, well, I'm gonna walk away and go do something else for a while. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Just busy. Just busy. All right. I have my little list of Elite Specs that we're going to look at today, and I have them ranked to what I'm most looking forward to. Hi, how you doing? So we're gonna start at the bottom. We're gonna start with one I am probably the most least favorite or excited. What are words today, right? To check out today. And please remember that most of the things that are coming out of my mouth when I'm talking about these elite specs or these professions, these are my opinions. And it's okay if your opinions are different than mine. It's absolutely okay. Because our play styles are probably going to be pretty different. And we're going to like different things. And that is okay. So I just wanted to let you know that a lot of this is going to be very subjective. Just kind of throwing that out there. All right. Hi. I have a cat. No, please don't. No. Oh, I have my hoodie over here in case I get too cold. Oh, but somebody's wanting to chew on my drawstrings. No thanks, bud. No thank you. No, am I gonna have to put that over here on the desk? All right. Okay, so we're gonna be starting today with the Thief's new Elite Spec, which is the Antiquary. And I already have some things to say about this. But let's get our fingers on it. Let's test it out. Let's play around with it. I'll kind of talk about some of the things that I'm kind of not thrilled with as we go. But, I'm also trying to keep an open mind here, that maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe I will like some of the aspects of what we're about to see. Just Let's see. One question though, have you thought about editing stuff for YouTube? Okay, so right now, because I think this also goes into what you typed after that, just noticed that it seems like you're uploading the VODs as is. Right now, I am uploading the VODs as is. I do have a link to my YouTube here on Twitch, which is basically I've been taking my VODs from here and then putting them over there because my VODs only stay up here for about 2 weeks. So, hey, honey. I am an elder millennial, and I have not learned all the technologies, especially when it comes to editing videos. That is something that I would like to learn. It's just a matter of finding the time to. So it is on my list of things to do to kind of like edit those a little bit better. So I do apologize. They are pretty rough. They are pretty much just me taking the videos from Twitch and just putting them over here so you guys can view them at another time. So that is that on that. I have a lot to learn. I do. And I appreciate your patience while I figure all this stuff out. Okay, so what do we have here? Let me bump up my volume. We have an antiquary, and when I think about antiquary, they are antique collectors, antique hunters, and there are a few things about this elite spec right away that it's not calling out antiquary. It is calling gambler to me. I'm feeling gambler, but let's go out. I want to go out of the map. And let's go test some of these skills. Let's go look at them, see what this is about. I think I've got some gear too. I didn't have time to like go through all the gear boxes because when you get a beta character to play with, they give you a whole bunch of like gear boxes and stuff. So demo, gear loot box. Ooh, they even give us some edibles. Very nice. Some relics. Very nice. That you can throw on your beta character to kind of really fully test things out. And I have not gone through these and thrown them on because I was having such a hard time trying to make these characters between the server crashes. And then I had to go do other stuff. So really, I just want to look at the skills though. I want to look and see how these are going to behave. That is my biggest thing. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Ooh, can I call you Dover? Did I say that right? Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I am going to go find some just basic things to kill. I want to look at some of these skills here. Okay, so this fires a shot, inflicts vulnerability on your target, applies additional vulnerability when used. Oh, and I'm getting distracted by cats already. Okay, so that's brutal aim. We've got skirmisher shot. Wow, that is a mouthful for me. Inflicts conditions. Excellent. Okay. Double tap. Ooh, like that. Grants might if they hit your target. Fire 3 bullets that grant might if they hit your target. But that's a 3-round burst. Okay, so that's, I see. Oh, awesome. Glad to hear it. I'm glad you're having a good Wednesday. Are you excited about these new elite specializations? Death's Retreat. Ooh, Shadow Step, of course. We gotta have a good Shadow Step skill, right? If you're playing a thief. Sniper's Cover and Death's Advance. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, these are all right. What I am really wanting to look at, though, is this. I think I need to target somebody. Okay. I want to look at this Scrit skill thing. So it looks like it's, if I remember correctly, it looks like it's going to be random. So you're getting a, oops, it's those Guild Wars 1 skills coming back to bite me in the butt. You're getting a random selection. So I'm waiting for that. So let me see. Oh, okay, I've got 3 here. Forged Surfer Dash, Mistburn Mortar, and Cryptus Turret. Okay. So these are supposed to be like our antiques, right? Oh, wrong key. There we go. So that's supposed to be like the forged. That's supposed to be like the forged. Oops. Interesting. Okay. And then they disappear when you use them. It's okay, Ori, I'm in here. Sorry, my cats are just... Ah, Cryptus turret, okay. And then they disappear. Interesting. I'm gonna... Don't mind me. A lot of this is going to be kind of me kind of fiddling with some skills. Maybe talking to myself a little bit. And kind of just seeing how all this works. Okay, so now we have the Hollow Dancer, the Mistburn Mortar, and an Exalted Hammer. Okay, so this is kind of one of the things that I was starting to touch on about this elite spec, is these things that randomly pop up here. These are supposed to be your antiquary special weapons, special skills, right? But none of these scream antiquary, because I think technically for it to be an antique, it has to be about 100 years old, I think, if I remember correctly. And all of these are very like newer in history, these particular items that we're using. And so to me, it doesn't feel antiquary. It feels more like, because this is random, kind of like you're gambling. And also with this being kind of like 3 slot, it kind of does make me like think of a slot machine, these being random. Also, my eye immediately when I created this character went here. Cannot coin toss. And again, I was like, wow, that really feels like gambling, like a gambler. And so I think that for me personally, if this was repackaged as more of like a gambler sort of elite spec, I think I would like it more. It just doesn't feel right being called an antiquary, because it just does not feel like an antiquary. Okay, I'm sorry. I will get off my soapbox. Let's try a few more skills, right? Let's try this. Oops. Wrong key. I keep hitting the wrong keys. That is cute. I will say all the Scrit theme stuff, adorable. Adorable. Okay, let's try. Okay, we saw that already. Let's try this. I apologize for my cats. They are... Ooh, I like that. Who's this? That's cute. That is really cute. Yeah, I love the Scrit stuff. I love it. I think it's great. I'm just not feeling antiquary. But if like I said, if they renamed it, kind of repackaged it as like a gambler, I think it would feel a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Cohesive, maybe? Oh, hi, honey. Oh, no, let's get your toy out of there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hey! I really don't want you playing back there, honey. I'm so sorry. 1 second. I need to get my cat's toy. Hi, honey. Okay, can we play with it somewhere else? We don't want to accidentally turn the power off. No, we don't. We don't want that. Okay. All right, let's try a few more things. What do we have to heal? We have anti-venom draught. Drink an anti-venom potion to heal yourself and remove conditions. You may activate the skill while it's recharging with a chance for the skill to backfire. Chance of the skill... oh, that's right. The chance of the skill backfiring lowers as the skill recharges, and the skill cannot backfire when the skill is completely recharged. That sounds like... that is a lot. Backfire, you drop the potion on yourself, healing for more. Cooldown of the skill is increased, and you cannot reactivate the skill until it is fully recharged again. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, cannon. Yeah, we just saw that with the Scrit. Okay, so that's a fire Dwarven cannon targeted area. What is this? Is this a Shadow Step skill? And then there's this. Flip a number of enchanted Connaught coins. Gain effects depending on whether they land on heads or tails. See, again, we're seeing descriptions of gambling again. So I think that is probably one of my biggest issues with this, is I just do not feel like it's packaged correctly. I do not feel like it's named correctly. Let's see. You may activate the skill when it's recharging with a chance. Ooh, we saw some engineer spikes there. The chance for the skill to backfire, the chance of the skill backfiring lures as the skill recharges. Okay. And then Scrit Scuffle. I do want to play with this. Summon a Scrit Assistant at your location that grants you artifacts every interval as long as you are within range. The Scrit has a random chance of giving you an unstable Scrit Bomb instead of a regular artifact. Okay. Yeah, I think that is like my biggest gripe with this is I just should be a gambler, not an antiquary. All right. I love, this is such a cute little animation. I love that. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. I knew they were going to do the whole new build thing. Of course. All right, let me play with a few more skills and we'll get the new build. Oh, let's see. What is the recharge on that? 20? And again, this is where the subjective comes in. I am not a thief player. I am unfortunately just not a thief player. So I am already going to have a little bit of a bias kind of against this because thief is just not my thing. But if you love thief, try this out. Try it and see for yourself. I highly recommend. I don't know what was happening to my words there. Oh. And if I do that, what is that? Oh, he didn't live long enough for my coins to do something. Let me, you know what? Hold on. Let me go south. Let's try this out. Okay. Did that give me something? I probably should have looked somewhere else. I need to figure out where I need to look for all the thief stuff. Let's see here. Try that again. So it's giving me Fury. And on heads or tails. Let me activate the skill. Oh, I should have looked to see if they were all like heads, tails, or whatnot. But it gave me Fury after I... Okay. Whoops. Interesting. Yeah, it just... This, I mean, most of the skills seem fine. I mean, they feel like thief skills. It's just some of these things... And I think it's just how it was presented. And I think that's my biggest gripe. And I know I keep repeating myself, I'm sorry. Some of this is also me just kind of working through it in my mind. Let's see what I get.
Not enough endurance.
And I think too, wasn't there, let's see. Let me look, because I haven't looked at these, but is there... Redraw any artifacts you currently have in your skill slots. Gain access to reshuffle. Interesting. Okay. Split deck. Whenever you pilfer, you're guaranteed to get one offensive artifact and one defensive. See, again, split deck. Do you see what I'm talking about? The coins, the randomness, split deck. Like, a lot of this is just, it feels very gambler-like, you know? I'm seeing it everywhere. Artifact slot. Okay, so this is why we have 3, because if I remember correctly, originally you were only supposed to have 2. But if you have Prolific Plunderer selected here, then it will give you this extra slot. Because I was like, why do I have 3? I thought it was only supposed to be 2. Okay. Gain Scoundrel's Luck when you use Scrit Swipe, letting you use double edge skills on cooldown. Is it luck? Okay. Oh, the Metal Legion guitar. That's right. That was another one of the artifacts that they talked about. And again, it's not like an old artifact. It's fairly recent. Yeah, okay. Applying conditions to opponents around you, then slam the ground with a guitar, damaging and stunning the opponents in the area. And I like that. I like what these skills do. I think it's pretty cool. And I mean, having one of those Metal Legion guitars out and using that as a weapon, to me that sounds really, really awesome. So I don't have an issue with those. Hi. They're circling again. Gain increased damage for a period of time after using an artifact. Prodigious Pincher. You pilfer after using a certain amount of initiative. Okay. Interesting. Possessive Hoarder. Artifacts grant barrier and boons when used. Okay. Interesting. Combat High. Gain Combat High when you use Scrit Swipe, increasing your outgoing strike and condition damage. Lose stacks of Combat High every interval. Okay. All right. Let me go through. I want to just play with a few of these skills again, and then I think we might swap to the next one just because, you know, it's a thief, and I'm not a thief player. But if there's something that you want to see, let me know. We'll make it happen. What is this one again? Oh, that's right. Oh, I like that. I like a good evade skill. What was that again? Ooh, Sniper's Cover. Oh, I see. Okay. But now I have... Oh, I'm kneeling. Ends if you swap weapons or suffer from a crowd control effect. Okay. Interesting. What was the kneeling was from this one, wasn't it? Can I... I do... I want to get to that kneeling skill again. Let's see if I can get there again. Because it didn't look like I could get out of it. Let me find some more. Oh, here. Unless I swapped weapons or was hit by CC. And I find that kind of odd. I don't know how I like that, being stuck in like a kneeling position. Ooh, what's that? That's pretty cool. Oh, it was the 5th skill then. Oops. Dang it. What is this? Stop kneeling and move freely. Oh, I can get out of it. Okay, I just wasn't looking at the right spot. I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so my bad. You can get out of the kneeling position. I just was not looking at the right skill slot. Hi. Hi. Do you want to say hello? Ooh, come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. This is Orion for anyone who doesn't know. Here, hold on one second. Oh. Ori for short. Yeah, that's your name. Yeah, you want to say hello? Are you the one that's been circling my chair? Yeah, you've been circling? Did you want some attention? Yeah, okay, you just want your toy. All right, hold on. All right, I'll throw it again. Here you go. Go get it. All right, anyway, sorry. We have 3 cats in this house, and most of the time this is like nap time for them. Most of the time they're just kind of chilling in here sleeping. But today they are very active. They are playing everywhere. Okay. Interesting. All right. And the kneeling, okay, so if I, okay, so I need to use this, I think, to access the kneel 3-round burst, and then the sniper's cover and the death's advance. Otherwise, these skills are just going to stay the same. The first, the top skill, but to access the ones underneath, I need to hit this. Okay. A little different, something you can get used to just with some practice. Interesting. Not terrible. Not terrible, honestly. There are a lot of really cool skills in here. I'm not 100% sold on the randomness of the antique or the special weapons that you get access to. I don't know how sorry, cat, how I feel about that. Because when I am playing, I like to plan out what I'm doing. You know, like I that bit of randomness is kind of weird to me. Again, subjective, very subjective. And just the name, the theme, I really wish they would rework it to Gambler because of the names of a lot of these like skills and attributes and stuff like that. It's all Gambler stuff. It's not Antiquary. But I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and switch. If there aren't any objections, I think we're gonna go ahead and switch to Engineer. All right. There we go. All right. I don't know if you can hear him, but Ori he's meowing. He wants me to come throw the toy again. But he's gonna have to wait. Okay. Oh gosh, it's been a little while since I've played Engineer, so this is gonna be interesting. Let's come down here. So Engineer was kind of like the next least favorite on my list, mostly from, I guess aesthetic was the first thing that kind of caught my attention. I'm not really fond of the graphics and of all the of like the skills and stuff. You'll see when we start playing with it. But I'm trying to be open-minded about everything else. I have an Engineer. He's a mechanist. I really love the mechanist elite spec. So this would have to be like super awesome to win me over, to get me out of that of that one. So what do we have here? We have some symbiotic shielding. That's right. There's going to be a very symbiotic theme to this one. Okay. Do I have to choose these? Ooh. Ooh, so we have Morph, create a giant blade to maim your enemy. This attack destroys the barrier of enemies hit. Offensive protocol Shred. Launch cutting discs at your enemies, piercing enemies in their path. Enemies struck are crippled. If an enemy is struck by all 3 discs, they're immobilized. Ooh, I like that one. Let's slot that one. Spin around a hunk of metal, then finish with a forward smash. Ooh, I like that one. Briefly block incoming attacks. Convert damaging conditions to barrier and non-damaging conditions to protection. Grow protective spikes, damaging nearby enemies. For a short duration, the spikes react when you are struck, damaging nearby enemies again. And thrust forward with a spike, piercing the defense of your foe. Okay. Ooh, which one do I want to slot here? Let's try this one. Ooh, evolve. Your attributes are increased. Gain additional effects based on the morph skills you have slotted. Oh, so you'll get different attributes depending on what you have in F2, F3, and F4. Okay. Fascinating. Let's see. Your slime stimulates your cells to... Oh, I don't know if I like that. Your slime stimulates your cells to regenerate, healing you rapidly over time. The healing is increased while you have barrier. Okay, leap into air as you command your body to compact, stunning enemies upon landing. Okay. Quickly melt down into a puddle. Okay, this is the skill that was giving me the T1000 vibes. To a puddle, evading all incoming attacks. Superheat your body and lash out, damaging and burning enemies struck. Your outgoing strike and condition damage is increased for duration. Ooh, your slime rapidly spins around you, creating a magnetic field. Pull in nearby enemies as a metallic storm swirls around you. All right, let's go somewhere and try out some of these skills. Oh, that's right. I have to get the build. Me. Well, let's wait. Kind of curious what this looks like. Yeah, I like what it does. I think the idea of having those spikes and all is really, really cool. I do like, you know, it giving me stability and all, and the whole like leaping into air. It feels like a very like active skill. I'm just not thrilled about all the silver. And again, this could be just a me thing, you know, a subjective thing. So if you like the silver and you're all about it, I am so happy for you. Interesting. Yeah, I like the actions. I like the actions. I don't like the silver. Let's try this elite here. Let me go find some things real fast. I probably should have picked an area that had more baddies. See, that looks really cool. I like that. Oops. I'm sorry, it's those darn Guild Wars 1 skills. Okay, I really want to try some of these now. Let's go... Where do I want to go? I don't want to go too far. I know there's pirates down there. I'll go take out some pirates. Oh, gosh, I can't believe I totally forgot. I meant to tell you guys. Drops are active. Apparently they, ArenaNet's got the drops going again. So I believe now through August 27th, there are drops active. I pinned a link at the top of the chat, in case you're not familiar with how to connect the accounts. Stop with the Guild Wars 1 skills. To get the drops. I want to make sure you guys get the drops. So there's information there on that link. But yes, drops are active right now. Let's see. Let's do... Oh wow, that was a pretty powerful... What? Oh, interesting. Okay, I like that one. I like the swinging around. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's meowing again out there. What did that give me? Berserker Strain, Super Speed, and Evolved. So I think those are going to be different depending on what you have slotted in F2, F3, and F4. That's what it sounds like. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I like the animations. I like the actions of the animations. I'm just not happy about the silver. What do you guys think about that? How are you guys feeling about the metallic silver? Does it look okay to you guys? Am I just, being picky? Which that might be the case. Like I said, a lot of this is going to be subjective, and it's okay if we don't agree. How are you guys feeling about that? Let me... Okay. Now... Let me see. I want to change... Let's do thorns. And let's do the sword and see what we get. Okay. Berserker Strain, Rapacious Strain, and Titanic Strain. So in power and condition, additional strike. Oh, I didn't catch that last one. Yeah, so we got something a little different this time. Interesting. Interesting.
That feels good.
That's fascinating. And I like this setup a little bit better than the thief, because the thief was random. You didn't know really what you were going to be getting. But with these particular skills, you can slot them, and then depending on what sort of special bonus that you want, you can slot that a particular skill. Hey, how you doing? No, am I going to say this right? Is it kunaives? Did I say that right? How are you doing today? Are you having a good Wednesday? I got it. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Glad I got it. Very cool. How are you doing? Did you play with the new Elite Specs? We're checking them out today. We played with the Thief for a little bit, and now we're kind of checking out the Engineer. I like the Engineer a little bit more than the Thief. But then again, it's probably going to be a little subjective because I have my style of playing and you guys have your styles of playing, and so we're not always going to agree, and that's okay. Let's see. Okay, that's right. That's that one. Yeah, I'm enjoying this one more than the Thief. I am good. My day's been good. Was trying Amalgam earlier. It's so strong. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Do I like it enough to have it pull me away from Mechanist? I'm not sure. I think I need a little more time with it. But I am liking it so far. I think the only, my biggest gripe, and again, this is another, subjective thing, is I'm not super sold on the silver metallic look to everything. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe it will, but I think it's my only gripe. That is pretty cool though. I do like being able to kind of just melt into the ground to avoid getting hit. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. What was that again? Ah, that's the leap. Okay. Nice. I'm gonna go find a few more pirates, and then I think we'll move on. You guys know what I'm saving time for. You guys know what I'm excited about. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Gotta work our way up the list. Chrome liquid stuff, I don't really get it, but the stuff looks cool in my opinion. Yeah, I think I'm with you. Oh, I gotta get that new build. I'm with you on that. I do like the skills. I like the feel of the skills. I like the flow of the skills. I like, being able to get those extra special bonuses that pop up here depending upon what you slot in F2, F3, and F4. And this is pretty cool. I want to play with Evolve a little bit more. Attributes are increased. Additional effects based on the morph skills you have slotted. So Yeah, I think I can see myself spending a little extra time with this one just to kind of learn the intricate ins and outs of it. But so far I am liking it more than I thought I would. So there. It kind of changed my mind. Yeah. Let me go beat down on a couple things here. Let's see. Before I say goodbye. Did these pirates respawn? Yeah. Now see, I like the effects on this one. Because I feel like there's a variety of shades of silver and gray, and then you have kind of that golden light. So I feel like it just looks better than just kind of that weird silvery chrome. I like the look of the Elite. That was cool. Hi! Do you need me to throw the toy? I'm so sorry. He's back. He wants me to throw the toy again. Okay, alright. Well, hold on one second. I am going to... Actually, what I'm going to do, because they did the whole build thing, we're just going to do this real fast. We're going to do this. Let me get the new build. And then we'll move on to Gale Shot. Okay. Nope, gotta get those files downloaded. Just don't get it back in that corner. I don't want you accidentally shutting off the power.
Come here. Where's your toy? Where'd it go? No, let go. Let go. Hold it. Let go. Let go. Oh, come on, honey. No, 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 no. No, no, no. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. Okay, we got it.
All right. I'm so sorry. He got his toy caught on one of my wires back there. We don't need that. Okay. We are going to check out Gale Shot now. Let me put you back on this screen. Yeah, it's a day with the cats. I mentioned earlier, normally, like, this is their nap time. Normally they are having a good little siesta, but today they're like in everything. So, you want to say hi before I throw the toy again? Whew, this is Orion. Yeah. You happy boy? Yeah. Okay, I'll throw your toy. You ready? All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. Okay, Gale Shot. So I had Gale Shot at number 7 on my list. I like Ranger. It's not a bad profession. I think from what I saw, I just was a little unsure about it. And I wanted to get my fingers on it and try it out myself to see what this is about. And I think this was this one of the ones that I didn't get to see. I'm trying to remember. I unfortunately had to miss a couple of the like in-depth presentations that ArenaNet did on these Elite specs. And I think Gale Shot was one of the ones that I accidentally missed. Did they give me a longbow? Yes, they did. Excellent. Okay, so what do we have? I'm loving this. What is this? Summon Cyclone Bow. Okay. I'm loving the look of that. We've got Soothing Breeze, call upon a gentle wind to heal and grant super speed to you and your pet. Okay, I do like that. I do like a little extra speed when I play. Conjure a barrage of wind to cut through your target. Deal increased damage against vulnerable foes. The wind flies faster when you have swiftness or super speed. Okay. So you could almost cast like Soothing Breeze and then cast that like right after maybe? Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Not cast. There I go again. Launch yourself forward with powerful gust of wind. Mistral. Summon a current of chilling northern air. Projectiles that pass through the current become frozen, chilling and dealing additional damage to enemies. Perfect storm. Release a massive tornado. Launching enemies at strikes as it travels. When the tornado reaches its destination, it'll persist for a period, dealing damage to enemies inside of it. Fascinating. Okay. Let's try it out. Let's go pick on those pirates again. Oh, now Ash is in here playing too. Actually, we have all 3 cats in here today. All right, let's check this out. I do have a ranger. Actually, I have 2 now. I've been playing a Sylvari Ranger with our story playthrough just because I wanted a new character for streaming and doing the whole story run through, and I wanted to. That wasn't very nice. I wanted to pick a profession that I don't play a whole lot but still really enjoy, and that was Ranger. So I'm kind of curious. Interesting. Okay. What's that distance look like? Okay, well, that didn't really work very well. Get over there. Let me try that again. Interesting. What is that? Oh, what's the distance on this? Okay. So, a short distance. Ah! Okay, I see. So you're creating a wall that you shoot through. Didn't, Druid, excuse me, didn't Druid have something like that? You know, this skill would be really, really good with, like, melee weapons. Yeah, didn't Druid have that wall that they put up? Oh, forgive me, I'm so sorry. I didn't play Druid very, very long at all. And then, weren't there bonuses granted? I can't remember. Anyway, if someone remembers and can let me know if I'm either correct or not correct, I would appreciate it. Okay, so... Ah, I see. Ooh, I like that. That's a nice touch. Okay. Nice touch. That would be... I would really like this whirlwind, like, with my dual maces. I've been playing dual maces with this new ranger through the that I've been using on the story journey. I really like the maces. I really like hitting things. A little more than I thought I would. That's cool. Okay. I like that you can target on the ground. Okay. Oops. Okay, let me... What do I have here? Okay.
Time to die inside.
Yeah, interesting. We're gonna play with this cyclone bow here in just a second. I just wanted to kind of get a feel for these skills. I like them. I like them so far. I don't know how I feel about Mistral. I gotta look up that word. You know how I am about etymology. I am not always this, and again, this is where the subjectiveness comes in. I'm not always a fan of like having to like cast a wall and then fire through it to get the intended effect. Oh, hey, thank you so much for the raid, Jammy. How was your stream? Did you have a good stream? Oh, let's see. Kunai, not sure. I think ranger staff has something that goes on the ground, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's all good. No worries. I can't remember. I'll have to go back later and look through that. But yeah, like I think for personal preference, I'm not a huge fan of having to put something up like that to then get the intended effect. But on the other hand, if other is it just for me, or will like other people firing through that? If there are like other, if I have another ranger with me and we both fire through that, will we both get the chilling? Yeah, it says projectiles that pass through the current become frozen. So I would assume not just my projectiles, but others' projectiles as well. Okay. All right. Hey! Yes, this is the new Ranger specialization, and beat the backlog live. Hello. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. How are you doing? Are you having a good Wednesday? Oh, you haven't tried these yet. Yeah, so far really interesting. Some things I like, some things I don't like. This is only the third one we've gotten through so far today. We did the Antiquary and the Engineer. Everybody heard my gripes about the Antiquary again. And then Engineer, I actually liked a little bit more than I thought I would. So, but yeah, Gale Shot, I'm liking it so far. It definitely feels very rangery, and I'm liking the animations, the active skills here. I wish the range was just a little bit longer, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But on the other hand, that's right. No, not Writ. I haven't done Writ yet. I am saving my favorites, the ones that I am really looking forward to. I'm saving those for last. I want to get through these first. Now how far? Sorry, one second. I want to see how far. What's the range on that? Okay. All right, that's a pretty decent range. This is the elite spec, the tornado. Ah, that's cool. I like that. I like how you send it out. I like that. It's very cool. Very neat. All right, we're going to play with this cyclone bow here. Those are those moments where wording becomes very important. Projectiles become frozen really sounds like all projectile because not specified. But then again, could be implied that it's only for your and maybe your allied projectiles. Yeah, it's not super clear. So I'm going to have to test this out later. I'll have to... Well, I'm not going to be able to do it tonight. I'm busy tonight, but I may have to text my buddy and be like, hey, come in. I want to test something. Ooh, cyclone bow. Now, I like the look of this. That is really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. A lot of how I play personally, I'm looking at the effects. I love the pretties. I love seeing the cool effects, the actions and all of that. I know that's not as important as what the skills actually do, but this is for me a part of it. I like looking at nice things, if that makes sense. I hope it's good too, Jamie. I do. I hope it's good. What about projectiles from siege weapons? I don't know. That would be pretty cool though, huh? Okay. Oh, we've got some new skills. We have shoot a wind arrow. Release a hail of arrows towards your target and enemies nearby. Release a rapid volley of arrows. Jump back, releasing a blast of wind that destroys incoming projectiles. Fire a volley of arrows into the air, immobilizing enemies when they land. Ooh, let's do that right now. That looks really cool. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right. Interesting. What is this? Supercharge an arrow with wind magic and then launch it at incredible speed. Ooh, not just speed, but incredible speed. Not ludicrous speed, so that's a shame, but wow, that was good. That was... I want to see that again, so I'm waiting for this to charge back up. I want to see that shot again. Wind force. Plus 10% movement speed, 6% damage. Interesting. Cripple. damage. Okay. I want to see that again. That's really neat. Ooh, yeah. I want to try that out now. I need some more pirates. Hold on. I need more pirates. Are there more pirates up here? Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. So how did we get that second skill? There was a second one, wasn't there? Do I need... Okay, I might be missing something. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate blood. I will hydrate. I will hydrate with... I've got my iced tea. Did it not play? It did play. Oh no, I'm gonna have to look at that. I have a bunch of fun little sound things, but for some reason it wasn't playing. I'm so sorry. But thank you for the rampage. There's a... Okay, so the Hawkeye. I was trying to get the Hawkeye to come up again. Release a hail of arrows toward your target and enemies nearby. Do I need to do something? Do I need to hit... Yes, I have new toys. I know, I'm so sorry. For some reason they don't work, and I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm so sorry. It did! That one worked! That one worked. I wonder if maybe some of them... Maybe I put the sound down too low? Because some of them were really loud, and so I didn't want to deafen your guys' ears. So maybe I need to up the volume on those again. But we know that Mrs. Doubtfire works. Oops. Okay. Okay. This is pretty cool. I do like this. I like having some active skills, some evading skills. I like the tornado. I like the theme. That's really important. Okay. Now, am I using... I think I'm using these up over time. Oh, we need more pirates. Oops, that one. That's what I wanted to do. Gonna have to get used to the skills. I like this. This is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I don't really think I have much in the way of gripes. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to get Hawkeye, how to activate that. Okay. But yeah, what is this? Ooh, gain access to Hawkeye at the stack threshold. Oh, I see. So you need to build the wind force threshold in order to activate Hawkeye. Okay. So a little bit of planning involved. A little bit of strategy. Not too bad. Okay. Awesome. Well, I kind of like that. Well, I'm just going to make a note real quick. I'm going to mark the ones that kind of changed my mind. So I think that's important. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now, unless there's something else you guys want to see, with the Gale Shot. You want me to run around a little bit longer with this? Otherwise, I was going to move on to Evoker, because we do have quite a few to get through. And then I was hoping to at least do a little bit of story with you guys afterwards. But so let's see. Evoker, Guardian, and Troubadour are the next 3 that I want to do. So, okay. Do you guys want to see any more of the Gale Shot, or are you guys feeling okay enough to move on to Evoker, Guardian, and Troubadour, which means I'm going to have to make 3 more characters. I do like this bow, though. I think that's lovely. And I love how the effects match the skill effects as well. Very cool. Oops. Very cool. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to build Wind Force. Okay. If everybody's cool, I will move on and create some new characters. Okay, well, we're gonna have to delete you. Okay. That's all good. I know it's late for you. Thank you for stopping in. And thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good evening. Okay. Oops. 2 L's. Did I not spell that right? Oh, I have 3 L's in there, I think. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna create an Evoker, a Guardian, and a Troubadour. Okay, so let's make you like... What I like to do for the betas is I create characters that are kind of like the characters that I have and just give them the first name and then beta. Okay. They're going to be a little off, though, because I'm going to do this kind of fast. So, Elementalist for the Evoker. I think that's fine. Let's do... Where is Solara's hair? There it is. At least make you look a little bit like Solara. That looks fine. I'm not gonna worry too much about the armor and stuff. Oh, fire. We love fire. Okay. We'll do that. I am really curious about Evoker. I don't play Elementalist a whole lot. So I am not well versed in all things L, but I am really curious to see these skills, see what they look like. So let's play around with that. I have two elementalists. I really should give them some more love. But, oh, what do we have here? Interesting. Very cutesy artwork. Okay. I'm not mad at it. Meditation. Heal yourself and charge your familiar skill. That's right. The Evoker, they have familiars representing each of the elements. Fox's Fury. Grant boons to nearby allies. Inflict burning on your target based on the amount of might you have. If fire is your specialized element, the skill breaks stun. Okay. Ooh, so sorry about that. Otter's Compassion. I love that they used an otter because they're so cute. They're so cute. Convert conditions on nearby allies into regen. If water is your specialized element, it breaks stun. Okay. Okay, so if you're using the skill and your specialized element at the time is the same, it looks like you can break stun on all of these. Hare's agility. Dash to a location while evading attacks. Your next few strikes create an arc of chain lightning. If air is your specialized element, break stun. And this looks like you summon all 4 to use their empowered skills. All right. And then what is this? Oh, I wonder if maybe selecting one of these is going to give me a skill here. Let me go. Let's go find pirates. Let's check this out. Okay. Oh. Oh, my goodness. There we go. But yeah, if you're able to, I highly recommend popping into game yourself and playing with these because, like I said, a lot of what I'm saying is going to be subjective. It's going to be according to what I like, what I'm used to playing. And that may be very different from what you do. And that's okay. Did someone come through and kill all my pirates? All right. That's fine. Let's check this out. Okay. Ooh. I was wondering if it was something was going to pop up here. Well, what did they give me? A staff. Okay. Let's... Give me Fury and Might. Okay. Trying to figure out how to get that to work.
What is it now? Why are you stopped? I'm ahead, sir. I don't think they're going to let us pass. Nonsense.
Convert conditions on nearby allies. Okay. Huh. Okay. Let me see. I guess I was expecting, like, when I hit these skills, something was gonna maybe pop up here. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty cool. Striking a foe will create a chain. Oh, the train linking. The chain link arc. Okay. I apologize. I'm not super well versed on Elementalist. So... Ah, okay. It's chaining. It's chaining through the different enemies. I see. Okay. Oh, what's this? Basic skill charge? Oh, that's... okay. That's right. I vaguely remember something about having like a basic skill and then like something special that pops up. And I think that's these. Basic skill charge, 6, empowered skill charge, 3. Oops.
Time to die in sight.
Interesting. Okay. Let me try. I like that. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out how to get these to activate. Because it says the basic skill is charged. So I'd imagine I would be able to have access to it then. And it's highlighted now. but when I press on it, nothing happens.
I channel the flames.
It could be that I'm missing something. Oh, wait. Wait a damn minute. Hold on. Wasn't there something... I'm so sorry. One moment, please. I'm trying to remember if they put this... Didn't ArenaNet say that they had some issues, and didn't they... Yes, okay. I don't know if they have enabled it again, but they said that they temporarily disabled the evoker's minor trait evocation while we address a crash issue. So I'm wondering if maybe that's affecting this. Let's see. I can't remember which one it was. Here we go. Evocation. Select an element to specialize in, greatly reducing its recharge time and gaining a familiar of that element. Okay, that's why it's not working. That I'm going to assume that is why it's not working. It's because they had to disable it. And it looks like it's not back up yet. Okay. All right. Because I could have sworn something popped up here and then something popped up there. So that's what's happening. Okay. So probably a good idea to check out Evoker at a later time after they enable that again in order to get like the full feel of everything. My initial impression, it's okay. It's all right. I'm still trying to figure out, I guess, these. But I like the elite skill here. Excuse me. I am liking that. Let's try that again. I think that's really cool to have each of these be their own element, their own familiar, if you will, and then have them kind of come together in this super powered skill as your elite. I like that. I like how that works. This little guy here, this I know, I'm sorry, my cursor's in the way, but for the healing skill, is that an otter head with the little hearts above that? Am I seeing that right? Because man, that is really cute. That is really cute. Okay. Well, we may move on then. It's too bad this is not... I really wanted to check out how this works. We'll have to come back to that some other time. They're going to have the beta run for about a week, so we maybe next week, because I don't know if I'll have time later this week. I have something going on Friday, so I won't be able to do like a bonus stream. And I'm not sure about the weekend yet, but maybe next week we could like pop back in here and come back to Evoker. And I'm hoping, cross our fingers, that by then at least they'll have enabled this particular setup here. We could give it a real full try. But I think I'm going to go ahead and move on, unless there are any objections. Let's see. The next one is... Ooh, we're going to play with a Guardian. Okay, let's see. I really wish I could have like all of these like prepped for you guys and have, instead of having to go in and make a few new ones each time, but it is what it is. All right. I'm gonna make you a little shorter, like my other one. Let's see. Saren. No, that's Niana's face. There's Saren's face. Yeah. No, we don't want her super pale. Go. I'll do that one. Okay, cool. I wear pauldrons. Oh, that's right. Those. Oh, I like those. Let's do that. Okay. Saren Beta. Saren Beta already in use? Alright, who did it? Which one of you did it? That's okay. We'll do that. That's fine. Somebody stole it. I'm teasing, it's fine. Totally fine. All right. Guardian, I think, was another one I unfortunately missed. Because of something that came up and I was not able to watch the ArenaNet's presentation of it. But, oh, that is really cute. I do like that. Oh, Luminary. Okay. Let's go bother some pirates again. Okay, troubadours after this. All right. What do we have here? Resolute stance. Enter a stance that heals when you remove conditions from yourself, then heal nearby allies and remove conditions from them. I do like that. That's nice. Oh, that's right. This one, I think in the description that I read, it sounds pretty, oh God, words are failing me today. I'm so sorry. My brain is not braining today. It feels like it's edging into not healer territory, or like prot maybe. Let's see. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I warned you guys at the beginning of the week that this was going to be kind of a crazy week for me, and my brain was probably going to be all over the place. And here we are. Okay, stalwart stance. Break stun for nearby allies and enter defensive stance, taking reduced damage. Ooh, effulgent stance. Oh, I'm gonna have to add that one to my collection of words too. I'm gonna have to use that tomorrow. Side tangent. Some of my friends and I have this thing on every week. Each of us has a particular day that we've chosen or been assigned, and we offer a word of the day with a word and definition, and it's kind of a fun way for us to learn about new words out there, you know, that maybe we don't use very often, or some words we've never heard of before. And we've had some real fun ones. I'm gonna have to use this one, I think, because my day is tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to remember that one. Let's see. Oh, did I read about this? Grant barrier and light aura to nearby allies, then enter a stance that charges up a burst of light when striking or struck by enemies. The burst of light dazes enemies if fully charged. Okay, Valoris stance. Enter a stance that causes you to heal allies when you grant them boons, then grant boons to nearby allies. Yeah, very supportish. That's the word I was looking for. That was the word I was looking for. It feels very supportish, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad. Daring advance, leap to an area, tethering nearby enemies and empowering allies. Tethered enemies are stunned if they move beyond the range threshold. Okay, interesting. Yeah, very, very, very support. All right, well, let's go visit some pirates. Let's check this out. How are you guys feeling about these new elite specs so far? Have you had a chance to try them out yet? Or are you going to be trying them out later? Oh, what's this? Radiant Shroud. Oh, that's right. Guardian was getting a shroud, which since I'm a big Necro player, I'm familiar with shrouds. The recharge time of the skill is reduced for each unused radiant weapon in the shroud. Oh, that's right. Okay. Let's play with some of these first, and then we'll play with the shroud and see how this goes. All right. Defensive stance. Reduce damage. I want an active. Okay. Well, this definitely feels like it has that what the effects for what I would expect something called Luminary would be. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Okay. I imagine there's going to be some more fun stuff in that shroud. We'll get there. Did I have a leap? Ah, leap. I want to try this.
Time to do some real damage.
I like that. That's pretty cool looking. Okay. And what does that do again? Tethering nearby enemies and empowering allies. So it gives might and fury. Does a little damage. Stun for 2 seconds. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. It's getting a little chilly in here. Sorry, 1 second. Let me put this on. My office is really close to the like where all the air blows into the house from our HVAC unit. So my office tends to get like the coldest first or the warmest first, and it's getting a little cold today, so pop that up. All right, let's find some more pirates. Yeah, this definitely feels very, very supportish. Which, honestly, in the right circumstance, very helpful, I would imagine. And I wonder if they did that on purpose.
Too strong.
Condition damage is reduced. Okay. That heals you when you remove conditions from yourself. And heal never. Okay. So does it remove conditions also? Yeah, 3. Currently, for at least for me, 3. It gives resolute stance. Heal yourself when you remove. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
Another personal victory.
I like the look of that, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty cool looking. Oh. Didn't see you down there. So that was a stance that causes you to heal allies when you grant them boons. Then grant boons to nearby. Okay. Alright, let's try the shroud. Ooh. Smash the ground, radiant hammer, interrupt, okay. And that was heal and remove conditions from nearby allies, redirect a percentage of their incoming strike damage to you. Interesting, okay. Oh, got out of it, okay. That's alright. We'll bring that back up again. Interesting. Leap to the target and slash, inflicting cripple and vulnerability. Okay. Block attacks, grant Aegis to nearby allies. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Time to do some real damage.
A lot of stances, a lot of healing. I just want to kind of read what these weapons do again. Okay, create a burst of energy, effect you have changes based on radiant weapon you have equipped. Okay, so this does vulnerability, gives you resolution, and then regen, health regen. Oh wait, no. Oh, that's for each of, okay. Increase strike damage. Oh gosh, it goes by so fast. Slam your radiant staff into the ground, granting boons to allies and creating a symbol. Cripple. Okay, so cripple and vulnerability, and this is blocking attacks. And this was dazing, right? Yeah, dazing nearby foes, but you get might and fury. This gives protection and resolution. I'm so sorry, it times out. Interesting. Okay, so each weapon has kind of their own special stuff that it grants you. Fascinating. Oh, and you're all glowy too. Okay. Oh, and what am I building up here? Oh, I wonder if that's the meter. Okay, so that little bar above the skill here is your meter. And when that runs down, then it goes away. Okay. Okay, alright. That makes sense. A little more straightforward than some of the previous ones we've played with. At least I feel like this is a little more straightforward. And maybe it's because I'm familiar with using a shroud. But definitely like heavy on the support, which like I said, I'm not mad at and could be good for certain things, certain instances, situations, stuff like that. Okay. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I don't... can I see myself playing this? Maybe in, like I said, maybe in specific situations, just because it is so support heavy, and I don't typically like to run stuff like that. I like to be more active. I like to do damage. I like to hit the things. But I can see... there's got to be a use for it. There's got to be a use for this. What is this? Deal increased damage per stack. Okay. Hey, Lord Raider, how you doing? You having a good Wednesday? We're just running through some of the new elite specs on the beta because it just started today. So we're kind of just going through the list, seeing what we like, what we don't like, talking about it. I'm playing with some skills. I'm talking to myself a lot. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let's look at this traits menu. Okay. So we have Luminary, harness light and flame to bolster yourself and allies or disrupt the enemies, gain access to Radiant Shroud and stance skills. So here we have Steadfast Recovery, regenerate health while affected by protection or resolution, Shining Restoration, gain light aura when you use a healing skill, Persistent Blessing, refresh the duration of your Luminary's blessing, and trigger its healing when you exit Shroud. Ooh, I see. Okay. All right, some bonuses for entering and exiting. We do have an ad starting here pretty soon, so if you want, I can hold off on the rest of them until the ad is done and just like maybe kill a few more things. Unless you want to just like look. Let's see. Splendid Virtues, gain boons to nearby allies when you use a virtue skill. Ooh, Alacrity. Okay. People seem to really love Alacrity in this game. A lot of requests for skills that have that. Oh, hello, Retro Guero. Did I say that right? Hi, how are ya? Happy Wednesday. What's your favorite new elite spec so far? We haven't gotten to it yet. We haven't gotten to it yet, but I can tell you the one that I am most interested in checking out is Ritualist. So we'll be getting there soon. We're almost there. We have Troubadour, Paragon, Conduit, and then Ritualist. That's the order for the last four. Let's see. Purging Light. Remove conditions from nearby allies when you grant yourself Light Aura. And Empowered Armaments. Gain increased strike damage when you... what are words? When you equip a Radiant weapon. So they're talking about these, I imagine. These are the Radiant weapons. Okay. Where did I leave off? Okay. I remember during the stream, Luminary was the only one without trait icons. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that like I said, I missed that one. So I didn't get to see, they didn't have trait icons. Oh, well, they have them now. Illuminating Inspiration. Reduce the recharge of your virtue skills when you equip a Radiant weapon. Okay, so equip these, and then that will reduce the charge of those. Sovereign of Light. Your light aura detonates, damaging nearby foes and healing nearby allies. Okay. Gain light aura when entering radiant shroud. Luminary skills detonate light aura, damaging enemies and healing allies. And then mastered arms. Using a virtue skill recharges radiant weapon skills. Justice recharges hammer. Resolve recharges staff, and courage recharges sword and shield. Interesting. Okay, so maybe... Okay. Oh no! Oh no! No! Kicked me out. Oh my gosh, it's happening again. Oh no. I was really hoping that this afternoon things would be a little more ironed out for them. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get back in. I know a lot of people were having this problem earlier today where they would get kicked out and they wouldn't be able to log back in. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get back in. Worst case, like absolute worst case, if... Okay, let me... All right. Okay, I'm putting you guys back here. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can maybe restart it and see if that helps. But absolute worst case, if like we can't get back into Guild Wars 2, we'll go play in Guild Wars 1 if that's okay with you guys. I'll do what I can to get us back in. But you know, sometimes stuff happens. Sometimes it happens. Oh, my goodness. All right. Come on. Cross your fingers, everybody. Yeah, this was happening earlier. A lot of people were getting kicked out. I know some of the streamers, like they were getting kicked out and then their viewers were also getting kicked out. I got kicked out so many times while trying to make those first 3 characters. Yeah. Whoa, old school. Are you talking about Guild Wars 1? Dang it. All right. Hold on. Come on. Let me see here. Let me try it one more time. I was really hoping by now like everything would be ironed out, but I guess not. Is there anyone in the chat who's playing? Are you guys getting kicked out too? Yeah, I even this morning when I was getting kicked out and everything, just to like err on the side of caution, I restarted the game, I restarted my computer, like everything, just in case like it was something on my end. But I think they're just having some issues over there, which, you know, you can't always account for like how everything's going to behave. Sometimes this happens. Not playing myself, but some other streamers still seem to be on at least. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. This is weird. Yeah, let me check. No, that looks like it's fine. I'm gonna check a couple things just to make sure it's not me. I'm pretty sure everything's looking good on my end so far. Yep. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Okay, let me see here. I am so sorry, you guys. I do apologize. You know I like to keep the stream running smoothly for you. Yeah, everything... Okay, on my end, everything's looking pretty good, so... And by the way, hi, Evil Leah. I'm so sorry I didn't say hi. I've been a little preoccupied trying to get this to come back up. How are you doing today? Are you having a good Wednesday? Kind of curious, those icons above some players, were those guild icons or teams? So are you talking about the little icon? It's kind of like a little red corner. Is that what you're thinking about? Because that is for beta characters. And I don't know if they're going to be, I can't remember if they're like in the same, I still can't get back in. Oh, hold on one second. Yep, I'm not the only one. Okay, let me... I'm not the only one. This is happening to some other people as well. So... Well, shucks, guys. Maybe I should have started with the ritualist today. I was really looking forward to checking that out with you guys. Like pink square with cute kittens and such. Oh, I don't know. I need to look into that. Interesting. Let me try one of my regular characters and see if I'm having issues there as well, or if it's just the beta characters. I'm not sure. Little pink square with cute kittens and such. I don't know. Does it... See, I'm in with my regular character. Okay. I don't know. That is really bizarre. Let's see. Okay. I know. I'm so sorry, guys. I am trying to get this to work. I guess if we can hop on regular characters, I guess worst case we can just keep working with the story. Okay. Miracle happened. Hold on. Miracle happened. I'm back in now. Okay, that was really weird. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Whew. I was sweating real bullets there. Real bullets. Let's see. I need to keep an eye out for these little pink squares with cute kittens and such. I'm wondering if... Okay. Guild icons or teams. Now, Leah, are these little icons, are they just like showing up above the heads, or do you need to click on them maybe? Are like these kind of icons? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, showing up above the heads. I don't know. I'm not sure. But no, not those kinds of buff icons. Okay. I don't know. But if someone knows and could enlighten us, that would be awesome. I really would appreciate that because I don't know. And I want to know now. Because you said the magic words. You said kittens. You said kittens. So now I want to know. Okay. So Luminary. I'm really interested to really give this a go when all is said and done. But I feel like for this one, I would only be using it in certain circumstances because it is so heavy on the support. And that's just typically not for me. I like I said, I like to do a little more damage, you know, when I play. But I can see this coming in handy for certain things. Let's see. Let's go back to these. So we can finish out these last three. So this was Illuminating Inspiration. Reduce the recharge of your virtue skills when you equip a radiant weapon. Sovereign of Light. Your light aura detonates, damaging nearby foes and healing nearby allies. Okay, a little damage here. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Master at Arms. Using a virtue skill recharges radiant weapon skills. Justice recharges hammer. Resolve recharges staff. And Courage recharges sword and shield. Okay. Interesting. So depending on which ones you select, there is going to be a little more, God, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm so sorry. My brain is just like not wanting to work this week. It's not tricky, but there's going to be a little more, like stuff to do, stuff to manage. So like if you want to use this and you want to recharge your radiant weapons, faster, then you're going to want to come into your shroud, and then you're going to want to be using these as well. So definitely a little more, not, I wouldn't say confusing, because I'm sure there's a rhythm to it. I'm sure you can get into it. Not bad. Not bad, though. I am pleasantly surprised. If you know that cute gif of, I always want to say gif, I'm so sorry, gif of a cat in front of a computer typing on a keyboard. Oh, is that like Bongo Cat? Well, apparently those are commander icons. What? What? Real Bongo Cat? Or no, not Bongo Cat. I can't remember the other cat. But yeah, the one that's like banging its paws on the keyboard. Commander icons? I gotta look into this. Seriously? Not that Bongo Cat. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I need to look into that. I need to go down that rabbit hole. I need to look into this. Oh, it's a PvP thing. I don't usually PvP, but you had me at cat, so I have to look into it. Okay, I'm gonna move on, guys, if that's okay. We're gonna look at Troubadour next. If everything is good with you guys, and if everybody's satisfied with what we saw. Oops. There we go. Wrong one. How about we do this instead? Okay, we are making a Mesmer now. Ooh, let's make a male. Yeah. We'll make him like Tauren. Mesmer. And make him tall. We'll make him look... Oh, I can't remember. Let's see. What face does Tauren have? I haven't played Tauren in a long time. I feel terrible because I've been playing Hellebore. So Tauren and Hellebore are my two Mesmers, and I've been playing Hellebore more because I put the spear on her, and I'm really loving spear with Mesmer. I don't remember what face I had for you, so... Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, that's not the hair I had for you. Where is it? That's good enough. That's good enough. We can keep the armor dyes and everything. That's fine. These are just test characters. Ooh, I like that one. Okay. All right. Well, at least that's what Commander meant in Guild Wars 1. Well, apparently in Guild Wars 2, it's also a PvE large group thing. Also a PvE large group thing. Commander? Oh, you mean like with the tags? Like when someone tags up? Oh. Immediately, I am intrigued by what I see in my skill bars. Okay. I'm so sorry. I do need like a really quick 1-minute facilities break. So I'm gonna BRB, and then when I come back, we'll play with Troubadour and see what this is all about, because I am very interested to see what is going on here. All right. BRB. Okay, I am back. How did you guys like your little elevator music? I felt bad that my BRB screen was silent, and I wanted to give you guys a little something. So I hope you enjoyed your elevator music. Okay, let's see. Let me catch up here. Skill 5 has a nice icon though, and some of those character icons on the right side. Yeah, these ones here. Yeah, so we've got Tale of the Second Scion, deliver the story of Aurene and the Dragon Cycle, rejuvenating nearby allies. Ooh. Okay. Rouse allies with the Legend of Almora Soulkeeper, granting offensive boons. I love that they put Scarlet in here. It makes me so happy. Recall the cruelty of Scarlet Briar as you revile your target with a battery of insults, damaging their ego. And I like that because that is very Scarlet. That is very Scarlet. So that makes me really happy. Bonus points, ArenaNet, for that. Not for just putting her in here, but also the description. I like this because she did have some insults, some fun insults. Let's see. Tale of the Valiant Marshal. Orate the heroism of Traherne, calling nearby allies to action. Break their stuns and brace them for battle. And then we have Tale of the August Queen. Retell how Queen Jenna protected her city in the time of need, granting allies distortion and chaos aura. Okay, interesting. Of the August Queen. Fascinating. I like that. Because the troubadour was a lyrical poet. And troubadourites, if you're female. So the troubadours were male, and then troubadourites are female. And I believe this was kind of back in like... Was this like 1350 to 1450, 1500, somewhere in there? I can't remember my dates very well, but that's when we had troubadours. And they lyrical poets, musicians, if you will. So yes, definitely a lot of musical theme here. And then I love, they're telling stories of these characters, these lyrical stories. So far I'm liking the theming for this. Very nice. Not a rouse. What is the skill on the very right? So, well, that's my jackal. But this one is the Tale of the August Queen. Retell how Queen Jenna protected her city in their time of need, granting allies distortion and chaos aura. And then we have... So, I'm so sorry. I needed a snack. I'm so hungry. So you know how mesmers have their illusions?
Refreshing.
Well, instead of your clones, your illusion clones, we have instruments here. So we have the lute. Send out damaging sound waves. The lute will then consume all notes to continue playing in the background. The lute's duration is extended for each note consumed. Ah. Our notes. They're black and it says 0 notes, so I wonder if we have to build this up. Flustering flute. Hold on. This is gonna bother me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get on my English major bullshit again. So, is this one also? No. Okay, so this... Harmonious harp, deafening drum, flustering flute. Could they not think of an L word to describe the lute? Because all of these are alliterations. I'm so sorry. I know this is so picky, and it's not a big deal, and it's not going to make me like not like this any less, but it's just we have alliterations for each of these. An alliteration is when you have words that start with the same letter. I'm so sorry. I have cat hair all over my face again. I walk through the house and I get cat hair on my face. But this one is not an alliteration. Is this gonna bother me a little bit? I'll get over it. I will get over it. Okay, so we have flustering flute. Play with an enchanting Play an enchanting tune with the flute, confusing enemies in front of you. Enemies in the center of the music will be dazed. The flute will then consume all notes to continue playing in the background. The flute's duration is extended for each note consumed. I wonder if you can stop it though. Like if you, and sorry, I'm curious if we're able to maybe cut the skill off before it consumes all these notes. We're going to test that when we get out there. Deafening drum. Slam the drum to release a percussive shockwave, disabling enemies. The strength of the disable increases the closer an enemy is. The drum will then consume all notes to continue playing in the background. Drum's duration, yada 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 yada. Okay. Okay. Interesting. And then we have harmonious harp. Strum the harp, rejuvenating allies in a burst of healing. The tune reverberates, creating a healing area for a short duration. I like that all of these kind of have their own thing, their own, boons, if you will. They grant their special little jobs. And then we have crescendo. Strike up the band and unleash a wave of sonic magic. Instruments playing in the background contribute to the amplitude, increasing the strength of the wave. Okay. I'm wondering if these need to be active. One or more of these maybe. I don't know if you can have one or more active at the same time. We'll test that out. For this to have like full effect. I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to go test it on some pirates. Yeah. So did that answer your question, Leah? Did you, was that the skill that you were asking about? The one about the August Queen? I do like these images. It's very clear. It's very clear to me which one is which. And I appreciate that because when you're in battle and I'm already a button masher, excuse me, and I sometimes get stressed out in a really big battle, especially with a new elite spec or something new that I'm trying, to have skills that are very clear of what they are. That helps. It helps me. Okay. Was wondering about that lightning thing. The lightning thing. Okay, well let's take a look at. Let's see if I can figure out what you're talking about. The lightning thing. This one? Tale of the Second Scion? Is that what we're... Deliver the story of Aurene and the dragon cycle, rejuvenating nearby allies. So it's a healing skill. Performance, reciting this tale with 2 or more instruments playing will increase the healing received by allies for a short duration. Oops. Okay, so you can have more than one instrument active. Okay. All right. Like a fairy icon to the very, very right. Fairy icon. Okay, we can figure this out. A fairy icon on the very right. Is it near my skill bar or is it on my screen? What do I want to play with? Interesting. Okay. Ooh, okay. Kind of just running through these to see what they look like. Oh, I need that X. This? Right here? These are my mounts. Is that what you're talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is where your mount is. And so I have all the mounts. But yeah, it'll call up whatever mount you have selected. So I have Sky Skill right now, but usually I'm on a Warclaw. But yeah, these are all the mounts. That's what that is. I'm glad we figured it out. Okay. Oh gosh. I have like all the cat hair on my face and I didn't even like cuddle with them on my little facilities break. It is what it is in this house, I guess. Okay, let's see here. Scarlet. So this is condition damage. It's nice that they pop a little image. Are they talking also? No, I think I'm talking maybe. I want to run through those one more time. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at the effects because I want to see if the effects kind of match up to these characters. They killed my pirates. What was this again? Okay. But like this one was... Okay. There's an aura. Okay, not much. Okay, so maybe there's not a whole lot happening with these until you get to the elite. And it makes sense that the elite would be a little bit bigger, a little bit fancier, because it is an elite skill. And that was a really cool thing that she did. This skill is in reference to Living Story 3, before you get to Lake Doric, where the mantle attack divinities reach. And she puts up the big shield. I believe that is what this is. So, yeah, the big shield that we see. And then it's shielding us. But yeah, I do like the image of each of these characters kind of popping up. Kind of a nice little homage. Okay, oh. What is this? Do we not get to see it? Hold on. That was really quick. That wasn't for a long time. Okay, hold on. Let me try something else. So it is still kind of playing in the background. Okay. Maybe it's because I need to build these notes up. Okay. Nope. Interesting. Yeah, see, there we go. See, now we're building. We've got a few. Okay, that's what we need to do. So then... And then it stays, and then consumes, and then can we... Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, that commander icon, the thing I meant seems to be a special Catmander consumable. Okay. I was wondering in the back of my head, I was like, are they talking about maybe like a Catmander tag? It's a consumable. I gotta look into this. I need to look into this. Thank you for checking on it and letting us know. Okay. I have my tags, but I don't have a cat. I don't think I have Catmander tags. Let's see. No. I don't remember. I don't think I have my tags. No, I don't. I just have regular tags. Let's see. But I don't tag up very often because I'm shy. I'm shy in game. I probably will tag up for the labyrinth though. Because I do love running that. Okay, I've got... Whoops. I need to turn... You know... He's saying... Sorry, my character is saying something, but I can't hear. And I think I need to put my headphones on for that. So let me just... get this guy, put him in timeout for a second. Let me get my headphones, because I have headphones now. I found some headphones that I think are gonna work. I have really bad TMJ and some ear issues, so I can't wear like regular headphones. Oops, I'm on the wrong ones. I have these, but I want to hear what he's saying. All right. Turn it up real loud now. Because every time I hit one of these, my character's saying something. So... I still can't hear it. Something never forsaken for that one. It's a little quiet, even with my headphones. I've got this up pretty loud. Let me see. Let me go find some more pirates. A legacy maid. That's all I can make out from that. I can understand that they wouldn't want to make these spoken phrases really loud because that would just be incredibly distracting when you're in battle and you've got like a number of mesmers you know, saying these things. So a cycle reborn, a world to mend for this one, for Glint. That makes sense. I couldn't really make out that one because the effects of the shield were really loud and covering up what he was saying about the queen. Imagine you'd actually have to speak into your mic to use those things. Imagine you'd have to actually speak into your mic to use them. Oh, you mean like to trigger them? Like you'd have to say something? You'd have to say the quote to trigger these? Is that what you're saying, Bled? Because that would be wild. And I'll have to try that one again. I couldn't hear hers. Something about blade sharp. Oh, that one was different. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry if this messes with you guys. I want to see if I... They're different. Vengeance stirred within her heart. Vengeance stirred within her heart. As clockwork, night struck. As clockwork, night struck. I wonder if every time you hit the skill, it like continues this like short story blurb of the character. Sorry, I got distracted. Got distracted and I got downed. What is that? Like a verbal component to your stuff. You know, there are some games out there that do that, and I can't. That's fine. I'll port. I can't remember what it's called, but I remember seeing some of these games where you have to like say the phrase in order to like damage your enemies that are coming at you or something like that. At least I think so. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, a really cool mechanic. Hey, how you doing? Is it Kona Blue? How are you doing today? Are you having a good Wednesday? I am having a pretty good Wednesday. Thank you. We're just checking out some new Elite specs, kind of playing around with them, getting a feel for some of them, seeing what we like, what we don't like. Picture this, the cutest cat you've ever seen saying, "I am vengeance," in a really serious tone that you totally can't take seriously because way too cute. Oh, that is hilarious. I love that image in my head.
Save the merchants.
Oh, glad you're doing okay, Kona.
Going south. Find someone else.
Glad you're having a good Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We're right now we're checking out Troubadour. We're kind of seeing what this one is all about. And so far I have to say I like the theming.
Ascended true at Dragon's Fall.
Can you guys hear
To kill rising.
Can you guys hear some of that talking a little bit better? I'm trying to get it. Maybe I need to let's do this. It's really quiet. Let's see if that helps. I don't want to turn everything down. Okay. Where'd they go? Where'd those pirates go? It helps if I don't get blown up. Yeah, all right. Enough of that. Let's go back to our spot. Okay.
Dust-born son, burden he bore.
Interesting. Were you guys able to hear that at all? So yeah, there's like changing dialogue. And I would be really curious to, there I go again, capture all of those dialogue lines and kind of like read the full story thing. I like that.
Fangs out, blade sharp. Council held, time's most dire. The mad scarlet yacht. A pact fixed upon the Orient shore.
Yeah, it's telling a bit of a story. I really like that. Those of you who know my background, you know, I have a degree in English literature. I have been working with Chronicles of Tyria, which is a Guild Wars 2 fan site. I've been working with them for like 10 years. I love stories. I love lore. I love writing. I love storytelling. And also, I don't know if I've told you guys this, I was a big band geek too. From like 6th grade up till my senior year in high school, like huge band geek. So this is like starting to scratch like 2 different itches. And I have to say so far, I'm liking this a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised. I have this game. I'm a noob at it. Hey, that's okay. That's all right. We welcome players of all skill level and, you know, newness. It's all good. And you got to start somewhere. We were all noobs at one point. All noobs. Okay, I want to try playing with these a little bit more. I want to use that crescendo.
There's one to remember me by.
I love that conductor move. That is pretty cool.
Vengeance stirred within her heart. Somber veil, no void, full end.
Okay. I do kind of wish that like these, like the animation for these, the triggering animation, and again, a lot of this is subjective and some of this I'm going to be a little bit picky about. I wish that the animation was just a little bit longer, just a little bit. Let me build this back up again. Oops, wrong keys. Should put a spear on you. Okay, that one, okay. I see. And then can I?
Urge to kill rising.
Oh, it's playing in the background. If you listen carefully, there's a little bit of a lute playing in the background while it's floating. Interesting. Oh, this elite spec has me far more interested than I thought I would be. I will confess. I was a little skeptical at first, and I think partly because I'm not a huge Mesmer player.
Refreshing. Urge to kill rising.
The lute's playing too. It's very soft. But if you tweak your audio settings and you kind of zoom in a little bit, maybe put some headphones on, you'll hear it. I like that. That's a neat detail. I do like that.
My leg.
Oops. Yep.
A cycle reborn. A world to men.
Yeah, that's cool. So you hear the effects while they're kind of hanging out in the background.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Yeah.
Urge to kill
I do like that crescendo skill. It is very graceful. What does this do again? Sonic magic instruments playing in the background contribute to the amplitude. So stability, might, and fury. Okay. So let's see. This gives might. That's right. Vigor and confusion. This was fury. Regen. That's right. That was supportive. Okay. I am really intrigued by this one. Like far more than I thought I was going to be. This is a really interesting elite spec, and I can see myself, I think, gravitating towards this.
As clockwork, night struck. Oaths and lessons never forsaken.
I do like that alacrity.
Ascended true at Dragon's Fall.
I'm gonna need a full transcript of all of the all of these phrases. I'm gonna need that. Whether I go down the rabbit hole and do it myself or someone does it for me. I am intrigued. I'm gonna have to put this one towards the top of the list. I like this one. This is pretty cool. What do you guys think of Troubadour or Troubadourites, whichever one you want to identify with? I like it. I like this one. This is cool. I like this one. I will definitely use it on one of my mesmers. Do I have two? Yeah, I have two. Very cool. Unless there's anything you guys want to see on this one, on the Troubadour, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the screen, delete those three, and then make the last three. So the last three are gonna be Paragon, Conduit, and the one that I'm very much looking forward to, Ritualist. And I have to go through the whole thing. Oops. Uh-oh. Did I not hit delete? Oh, don't kick me out again. Please don't kick me out again. Oh, did I hit cancel maybe? That might have been... There we go. That might have been what happened. Okay, so we're going to make... a Clarkus beta. Yeah, I'm going to try to. At least somewhat close to Clarkus. So Clarkus is one of my char. He's my warrior. He's big boy. Clarkus was actually named... excuse me. Oh, crumbs. Named after our last cat. He had been with us for 15 years and unfortunately passed a few years back. But I named my char after him. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna make... Yeah. I do love char options. They are so cool. I think... There we go. Yeah, there you are. There's that face. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to get specific with all of the details because we could be here forever. I could spend hours in character creation. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. We've got super serious stuff to do. Let's do that one. Okay. So Paragon, if you're not familiar, if you haven't played Guild Wars 1, Paragon is one of the professions that you get when you get to Nightfall, which is, we have Prophecies, Factions, and then Nightfall. So Nightfall was the third campaign. And it's a pretty cool profession. I myself did not play it a whole lot personally, but I know a lot of people who love Paragon, who played it in Guild Wars 1. It's their jam. So I'm really curious to check this out and see what it is like. And already I'm looking at this going, what? I'm not much of a melee player. I play a lot of casters. My poor Clarkus, my actual character warrior, he's been sitting there for a while. I need to give him some love. So I am not super familiar with warrior in the first place. So this is going to be very interesting. What do we have? We've got bow and staff. That's what they've got us started out on. Okay. And then we have we shall return, heal yourself and allies in an area around you. Oh, we have echo. Heals again and removes conditions on allies after a set interval or after you use a burst skill. Oh. Okay. If there's someone in the chat who played Paragon in Guild Wars 1, can you tell me if echo, if like this echo mechanic that I'm seeing here, like if that happened like in Guild Wars 1, was that a thing? Okay, let's see. Strike and apply vulnerability to enemies around you. Echo, apply might to allies based on the number of enemies struck after a set interval or after you use a burst skill. Okay. A lot of this is like, for me right now, just because I don't warrior much. So let's see. Never surrender. Break stuns, and gain boons. The cooldown of the skill is increased if used to break a stun. Oh, I don't want to hear about apples. Makes me sad. Allies around you gain the same boons after a set interval or after you use a burst skill. Brace yourselves. Apply barrier to yourself and allies around you. Apply barrier again to allies after a set interval. Okay, we will never yield. Oh, I heard about this one. Your health cannot be reduced below 0 for a short period of time. After this effect ends, gain barrier proportionate to your missing health. I can see that skill coming in handy for certain things. Interesting. Okay, so the echo is your allies around you gain the effect of the skill at a reduced duration. Okay. And then what do we have here? Path to victory. This is a burst. Are these all bursts? These are refrains. So we've got a burst, path to victory. Carve a path to victory, dealing damage to enemies in front of you while healing and granting regeneration to nearby allies. This is a burst chant with a refrain. Applies boons to allies in an area around you. After activation, continually applies boons to allies while removing motivation every interval. This effect lasts until you run out of motivation stacks or another chant is activated. Gain increased effects depending on motivation stacks. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Did you see my eyes glaze over there for a minute? Oh man, I have a feeling that this one is going to take some time for me to get familiar with. I can already feel that. Okay, Chant of Recuperation grants barrier to allies in an area around you. After activation, continually pulses healing to allies while removing... That feels weird, sorry. Continually pulses healing to allies. I would maybe reword that a little bit. While removing motivation stacks every interval, this effect lasts until you run out of motivation stacks or another chant is activated. And this one is Chant of Freedom. Breaks stun from allies in an area around you. When activated, continue to apply swiftness to allies while removing motivation stacks every interval. Ooh, swiftness. Okay. I can see that coming in handy too. Okay. I think we just need to get out there and just play with some skills and see what happens. So let's go to our spot. And see if we can get a handle on this. Okay, let's get on the sky scale. Now, I did catch some of the presentation for Paragon, and I felt like it looked really cool. Oh, this is Spear. Okay, I can do Spear. Let's try...
Adrenaline rising.
Oh, okay, and that, Ooh, I like that. So that was a Harrier's Toss. Jump up and throw a spear at your targeted location, dealing damage in an area. I do like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, but we need to charge that up again, it looks like.
Find their weakness. Gaining adrenaline. Brace yourselves. Never surrender.
What is...
Never give up.
This... Ah, so it's still pulsing. Ah, I didn't see this. Okay, I need to pay attention to that next time I use these skills. All right, let's...
I feel strong.
Let's find... Nope. Oh, whoops. You're right there.
Find their weakness. Make
Oh.
them flee. Pace yourselves.
Oh. Okay. I don't know if you can hear this through speakers, but if you have headphones in while these shouts are happening, it echoes. That is a really cool audio detail.
Never surrender. We will never yield.
There's an echo there. That is a really nice detail. I like that.
I feel. Find their weakness.
Oops. You.
Forge the way. Gaining adrenaline.
Ah, okay, but that... Okay, so this is like your countdown. So this can go up to 10 charges, it looks like. Oh, it's hard to see there. And that will count down how long these will last in the background, it sounds like. If I'm grasping that correctly. Okay. Ooh.
Brace yourselves.
I'm not 100% sure on the whole command and echo, unless this is like maybe an act. Okay, so maybe the echo is just its extended what it's doing in the background, like after the skill has been cast.
Never surrender.
No, it's maybe it's these. No, hold on. Let me go find. You'll have to forgive me. I did not. I think I made a Paragon and I played it for like a very short period of time, and then I didn't really like it much, so I deleted it.
Never surrender. Find their weakness. My leg.
My leg. It's a funny one in the middle of all those chants, or not chants, but
Brace yourselves.
okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I think this is going to take me a little getting used to.
Find their weakness.
Does this... Oops, that also does heal, but... What did I thought this said something else. Okay, no, find... Okay. Vulnerability. Break stuns. This one also feels a little more supporty than normal, which is fine. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, this feels
Find their weakness.
a little more supporty. But again, I mean, applying vulnerability, giving your allies resistance and other boons, barriers. This big boy, your health cannot be reduced below 0 for a short period of time. I can see a lot of these coming in handy with big fights, really big fights, big events. Yeah, I can't speak to raiding because I haven't tried raiding in years, honestly. But yeah, I can definitely see some of these coming in handy. And I kind of do like this paired with spear. I do like spear on warrior. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get used to this a little bit more too. I think the whole building up, like being able to time and to build up the for these skills, I think is gonna I need to practice that. That's gonna require some planning when you're playing. Not bad though. Not bad. Yeah. Not bad. But yeah, I think for me personally, I'm just going to need some extra practice.
Find their weakness.
Oh, I didn't want to hit that one. I do really appreciate the little added details, like for the commands, they do echo. So I really like that. And then this, we will never yield. The animation, if I remember correctly, is kind of, they're pulling from Guild Wars 1 Paragon animations for that one. Oh, it's a 40. Okay, I'm gonna take a little more time. Hey, Smiles, how you doing today? You having a good Wednesday? Did you survive another day? We're checking out some elite specs today. Seeing what we like, what we don't like, and we're trying Paragon right now. And so far, not bad. I am not a warrior player. I'm not much of a melee player. I'm more of a caster. Necro is my absolute favorite of all time. So this is, it's not bad. This is definitely doable for someone like me. I can figure this out. It's just going to take a little extra time, I think. But I don't know. I mean, I would, if you played Paragon, if anyone here played Paragon in Guild Wars 1 or Warrior, I would highly recommend checking this out. I'd highly recommend checking any of these out anyway, because the things that I am saying is very subjective. You're going to have a lot of my opinions interwoven through what I'm telling you about these elite specs. So try them yourself, see what you like. Oh no, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well today. Yeah, sometimes we do have to march on. It sucks though, but I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. It's not fun when you're not feeling well. But yeah, that reminds me of like Guild Wars 1. Paragons, that skill.
Find their weakness.
But yeah, this one, I was just saying a little bit ago how this elite spec feels to me like it's edging into support, a little more support. It does damage and all, but definitely like group support, which could come in handy. Anyway, let's take a look at, oh yeah. I remember when they showed this image and I was like, oh, it looks like The Rock. A little bit. I was like, oh. I do love it though. Love the wings. I think this is really nice art for this. What do we have here? Rally the Valiant, gain access to chance and command skills. So this is basically activating the elite spec. What is this? This looks like Calming Tongue. Gain increased healing power and concentration. Gain additional when refrain is active. But it looks like a little like doggy snout, doesn't it? Like it's not just me, right? It looks like a little doggy snout. Let's see. Call to action, gain motivation when you enter combat. If no refrains are active, automatically activate the refrain of chant of action. Liberating liaise, gain increased movement speed. Movement impairing conditions have reduced effectiveness on you. Ooh, I like this. Increased movement speed. Heck yeah. Oh, I can't activate that yet. Oh, do you mind? I beg your finest pardon. 1 second. Hold on.
We shall return. Make them. We persevere.
All kinds of shouting happening. I was also mentioning too, I don't know if you were here for this, but the shouts, if your sound is up or if you have really good headphones, the shouts actually echo, which is a really cool detail. I love that. Boop this, boop that snoot.
Up ahead, sir.
Oh, someone's talking.
Going to let us pass.
Nonsense. I'll just go and have a
Okay, yeah, so it's not just me. It does look like a little snout. It's so cute. Where was I? Let's see. Okay, inspiring implements gain motivation when you use your 4th or 5th weapon skills. Okay. Brisk pacing, using a chant reduces the recharge of your other chants by a set amount. Invigorating tempo. Heal yourself and gain adrenaline for each point of motivation spent. Command echoes. Oh, sorry. Reverberation. Command echoes can trigger a second time. Okay. I'm just gonna make this pirate go away real fast. There you go. Okay. Where was I? Okay, that's interesting. Unyielding resolve, strike, and condition damage dealt to you is reduced for each point of motivation you have. Feverish pulse, grant boons to allies when transitioning to a different refrain. Ooh, alacrity. Love alacrity. Strengthening stanzas. Refrains grant bonus effects to you while they are active. So we have chant of action, which is plus 20 damage. Percent damage. 20% condition damage. Chant of recuperation. Minus 20% incoming damage. Minus 20% incoming condition damage. Chant of freedom. Plus 50% movement speed. I do like that. I love extra movement speed. I like to go fast. Enduring refrain effects of chants are stronger. The motivation costs of refrains are reduced but cannot be reduced below 1. This trait does not affect healing gained from invigorating tempo. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's just going to take me a little extra playtime to really get a good feel for this and a good find a good flow, I think, too, using the skills. But, yeah, not bad. Not bad. I'm really curious to see how this performs in a group setting and with some challenging content for sure. So What time is it? Oh god, it's already 4:36. We have 2 more left to do. Okay. All right. Unless there's anything else that you guys want to see on the Paragon, I think I'm going to go ahead and move ahead to the Conduit. We're almost done. We have Conduit and Ritualist.
Negating adrenaline. Brace your getting pumped.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Curious to try that. Oh,
This is the end.
let me go find a quiet spot. So the last 2 that we're going to check out today, I am the most excited about. So let me... All right, we're going to have to... delete you. I did press delete, right? Did I not spell the name right? Yeah. There we go. That's weird. Okay. We are going to make a Nyx. There we go. A Nyx lookalike. Nyx is my Rev. And yeah, that's about right. That's all right? That's pretty close. Let's see. I'm not going to make her like an identical lookalike because we'll be here forever. Let's see. What do I have on her? I can't remember. I think it's this one. Yeah. I want to say this is the same face too. And those are the horns. Yep. Okay. All right. Mist Scrim, Veiled Piercer, or Resplendent Curtain. Let's do that one. Okay. Okay, now with Conduit, this is going to feature Raza, which if you're not familiar with Raza, Raza is a hero from Guild Wars 1 and is unique because they are a construct of the Mists and they're the only hero that you can change the primary profession. So, let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so yep, here in our little hero spot. I can't remember what they're called. I'm so sorry. My brain, this is a crazy week for me. My brain's not working. We do have Raza here. Okay. End form, stop channeling the form you're currently in. Ooh, Cosmic Wisdom Dervish. Invoke the powers of a dervish, gaining bonus attributes. When you strike an enemy, a magical scythe spins, dealing damage to enemies around you. So I guess this is a little bit of a concession for people who are hoping to get a dervish elite spec, which I know a lot of people were. And I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people were really hoping for that. Maybe this is that concession. So let's see, what do we have here? Shielding Hand. Channel revitalizing energy that heals you with every pulse. While channeling, you take reduced strike and condition damage. If Legendary Centaur Stance is equipped, you additionally... No, not again. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. This has been happening all day to us. All right, let me... So sorry. Let me see if I can restart and see if that helps. Oh gosh. This was happening a lot this morning, and then it sounded like everything was ironed out, and then it happened a little while ago, and then we came back and everything was okay, and now it's happening again. Happening again. See if I can get back in here. Taking its sweet time loading into LA. It makes me a little worried. I know. The crashes are still happening occasionally. I know they were happening really bad this morning. I went in to prep my first 3 for this stream. That's giving me another network error. And like other streamers and other people they were all getting kicked out, and then it seemed to have kind of settled this afternoon, and then it kicked me out for a while, a little while ago, like an hour ago maybe. Let me see here. Okay, it looks like some other people are having some problems too. Yeah. I know they're working on it. But yeah. And everything still looks to be fine on my end. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. Just kind of a glitchy day. Yeah. It is. It is sad. I really wanted to play these last 2. My little the way I was going to go about today was I was, going to start with like my least the ones I was least looking forward to and kind of get those out of the way, and then end with the ones that I was really excited about. I just want to try those too. Oh man, am I going to have to delay dinner? Am I going to have to text my husband and be like, I'm sorry, honey, dinner's going to be late because I need to play these last 2 elite specs? Oh, come on. Let's see. I was able to log into like... Let's see here. I don't know if it's like everybody, but I know some people here and there are still having issues. I guess you can't account for everything. And I don't know what it takes to create something like this, so I cannot speak to the function of this game and when they create, the beta character ability and stuff like that, so... No, I can't even log into my normal characters now. Hold on a second. Oh, so how are you guys doing today? Oh, man. I hope you guys aren't dealing with these glitches as well. And if you are, I am so sorry. I know how frustrating it is, especially when you're really looking forward to trying something out. It is unfortunate. Okay, let me see. Yeah, these last 2 I was really looking forward to because, one, the conduit looks really interesting in its function, and I guess giving us a little bit of like derf possibilities. It's better than nothing, I guess. But the Ritualist, I've been waiting for Ritualist for so long, ever since End of Dragons, which feels like a million years ago at this point. And I'm so glad that we're finally getting it. And I just want to get my fingers on it and play with it. Oh, man. Are there any of these elite specs you guys are looking forward to trying out? Do you have any favorites so far? Any that are piquing your curiosity? Here we go. Okay. Here we are. We made it. We're back. We're back. Okay. Let's go back to our pirate spot. Thank you guys so much for being patient through that ordeal. Nobody likes to have to deal with that. Okay. I guess we should have finished running through the skills. Oh, come on. Can we safely run through them here? Ooh! I like the effects. I like the effects. That is really cool. Very like reminiscent of Raza's headpiece. Raza has a very unique headpiece. Did they... As you can kind of see if you kind of look really carefully at this image right here, it has spikes kind of coming off of it. Did they... There was something that I pointed out. Okay, no, it was the icon that they used. Hold on. This thing. So when they were teasing the elite specs, they released this icon, and I really wish that they would have, instead of whatever this was supposed to be, I wish they would have used Raza's headpiece instead. Again, subjective. I personally feel like it would make more sense, but I wonder if maybe they felt doing their little guessing game, if maybe that would give it away too much or, too quickly. Just a thought. Anyway, let's run through some of these skills. So we have the Shielding Hands, heals you for every pulse. While channeling, you take reduced strike and condition damage. If Legendary Centaur Stance is equipped, you additionally heal allies around you during channeling, and you take reduced strike and condition damage for a short amount of time after channeling completes. Okay. Hex Eater Vortex, remove conditions on yourself, then fire projectiles that inflict conditions at random enemies within your radius, based on the number of conditions removed. Interesting. Resonance, if Legendary Demon Stance is equipped, the maximum number of projectiles is always fired, regardless of conditions removed, and all projectiles are fired at the closest enemy instead. Interesting. That's right. Okay, so Raza is going to, that's the word I'm looking for today. Again, I'm so sorry, my brain's not working. Not compliment, but kind of like work with and boost each of these heroes that you have in your bank, if I remember correctly. Gladiator's Defense, break out a stun, damaging and weakening enemies close to you. Gain boons if the skill strikes at least one enemy. Remove additional energy if the skill was used to break a stun. If Legendary Dwarf Stance is equipped, the additional energy cost for breaking stuns is reduced, and the boons are also granted to allies in a radius around you. Okay, so definitely getting the sense here that this is going to require a little bit of planning, a little bit of understanding how all of these skills work with all of these skills, these special skills here. Yeah, definitely planning according to what you're going to need. Beguiling Haze, send an unblockable fragment of Raza toward a targeted opponent. If the fragment reaches its target, shadow step to the enemy, dealing damage and dazing them. If it hits, you can use the skill. Okay, sorry, I need to. Okay, we need to take a picture of that. Use the skill. That's an extra this. We've been here before. I'll let them know. Up to 2 more times with no energy cost or casting time. Daze is not inflicted again when targeting the same enemy more than once. If Legendary Assassin Stance is equipped, this skill becomes a ground-targeted AoE, except while underwater, and strikes enemies in its radius. Send an unblockable fragment of Raza toward a targeted opponent. Interesting. Okay. And then this is Twin Moon Sweep. Spawn a fragment of Raza at your targeted location. Both you and the fragment attacked with a scythe, damaging and inflicting conditions on foes at your locations. Gain might for each enemy struck. The skill gains bonus effects depending on the legend equipped in the other slot. Okay, so we have like Legendary Assassin Stance, Demon Stance, Centaur Stance. Oh my gosh, that's so much. There to me immediately it feels like there's a lot going on here. And that could just be me. Yeah, okay, this is definitely going to take some thinking. Interesting. And what was this again? This was Cosmic Wisdom Dervish. Okay. All right. Let's see. We've got Conductive Armaments, gain affinity. When using a weapon skill, it costs energy. Ethereal Purification, remove conditions from yourself when you reach maximum affinity and when you activate Cosmic Wisdom. What is affinity? Is this affinity? What is the affinity? Just when we're in... Okay. Expanded consciousness, your maximum affinity is increased. Kind of curious. Recurring insight. When you swap legends, reduce the recharge of Cosmic Wisdom for each point of affinity you had before swapping. Lingering determination. If you have at least the listed amount of affinity when swapping legends, you regain affinity afterward. Heal yourself and gain endurance when gaining affinity. Boundless knowledge. Unique benefits granted by Cosmic Wisdom have increased effects. Mistfire. Apply conditions to enemies when you disable them. Damage and daze enemies around you when activating Cosmic Wisdom. Twofold embodiment. Using Cosmic Wisdom also grants you the bonuses of your other equipped legend. I like that. Okay. Perpetual Wisdom. The effects of Cosmic Wisdom now last indefinitely, but they drain energy continually while it is active. When you swap legends, gain energy for each point of affinity you had before swapping. All right. I'm going to admit, some of that kind of went over my head, okay? And that could just be a me thing. I am not... What's the best way to put this? I'm not always the most logical gamer. You know, I try to plan, I do my best. Sometimes I just button mash, but mostly, you know, I'm just trying to have fun. This feels to me, and maybe this is just me, that this, like I said, is going to take a lot of planning. It's going to take a lot of understanding. There's a lot of moving parts. That's what it feels like in my brain. So let's try out some skills. Let's see what this is feeling like here. Oh, it feels like there's a lot going on with this one. So let's see. Oh, someone came through and killed my pirates.
The depths be calling you.
So
Your foes weaken. I will cleanse you.
okay, I'm not gonna lie, that voice is really creepy. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm getting a real dose of that in my ears right now. This is affinity. Here we go. Okay. Oh, what was...
Might makes right.
All right. What was this? Ooh! Nice. Okay. Oops. I'm out of pirates. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That voice is pretty creepy. To my ears. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let me see here. You're not gonna talk to me now? Let me find another pirate. Stop talking. Did I embarrass him by saying his voice is creepy? I'm so sorry, Raza. Will you talk again? That is so weird. Interesting. Form of dervish. Gain all attributes. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna have to read into this more. I feel like this one is gonna... I need to sit down and just read through everything and try to like figure out how this is all gonna work. This, to me, if... I can kind of see like it's starting to take form in my brain, but I think for the details and to like really fine tune this and get a real hold on this, I think I'm gonna have to play with it for a while. I need more pirates.
Your foes weaken.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, a little creepy. But, you know, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. Let me see here. And what does this do? It's giving me some bonuses. I think...
Feel the pain.
Toughness and concentration. Gain all attributes when you strike an enemy. Magical scythe. Occasionally... Okay, so hitting that gives us occasional scythes. With... And I don't know if this is a joke, ArenaNet. 69 expertise, 69 concentration, 69 condition damage. You get it. 69 healing power. Okay. Is that a placeholder? For what those numbers are really going to be? Okay. Not bad. My initial impression, for me at least, is going to take some work and some practice and figuring out how all this is going to work.
Embody the form of the warrior.
Whoever voiced Raza, I hope they had some really good tea, because that voice sounds like it would be so hard on the throat and the vocal cords. Oh my goodness.
Did that hurt?
Okay, can I... Oh wait, how do I do this again? And then I think I have to slot it over there. I wanted to put Malix in.
Might healthy and hale.
Let me put Malix. There we go. Okay. I usually, when I'm playing Nyx, I switch between the Dwarven stance and Malix. So... Interesting. What did that do again? Can you just enter it more times? No. Oh, this is Assassin stance, right? No, this is Malix. I hit the wrong one. Okay. Okay, let me try that again.
Might makes right.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. It's Remove conditions on yourself, then fire projectiles and inflict conditions at random enemies within your radius. Okay. I'm curious to try that out in a bigger setting. It's okay. I think I need to play with it for a while longer. To really understand it and then really see if I like it or not. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to like just sit and just read through things and practice with it a little bit. Anyway, interesting though. I was hoping for a little more dervish action, but you know, I guess you take what you can get. At least they gave us this elite skill and
Anger rising.
the ability to have like a couple scythes around. Though they look like they're upside down. It's kind of weird. Let's see if I can get that. I think it was this. And it was giving like the sides were kind of like upside down and spinning.
Waiting for you.
Yeah. So that's kind of an odd animation, I guess, for a scythe, thinking about how a scythe works. Again, I might just be nitpicking, and it's subjective.
Did that hurt?
Let me try that again. Yeah, kind of strange. I would almost... Because it's on... I know, I'm nitpicking. I'm so sorry. It's upside down. The blade is upside down on the ground and spinning. And it's doing damage. I would almost want to see it spinning outward. You know what I mean? Like actually looking like it's doing damage instead of being upside down and then spinning. I'd be curious what the thought process was on that. Just for curiosity's sake. Can I...
Together, hero.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna call it on the conduit, not the writ. Oof. Writ's next. I think I still need to make up my mind. I think I need to just, like I said, take some time for myself and figure this out before I can decide whether or not I like it or not. It's not outright like, it's not like outright I hate it. I think I'm unsure is where I'm at this point. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway. All right, unless there's anything else you guys want to see on the conduit, I'm going to move to the ritualist because it's already a little after 5. And I do want to give the ritualist a little love. I know, I'm sorry, I'm being a little biased, but I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Waiting for you.
The animation is pretty cool. That one, the spinning, I do like that one. They did a nice job with that. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Delete. Hi, Ash. Some other people were having this problem too. Okay, so it's not just me. Some other people, when they go to delete a character, it wouldn't delete. There we go. Hi. All right, the time has finally come. Here we go. Hi. I know the time has finally come. I'm so sorry. I need to send a quick text here just so my husband knows when he gets home to be quiet. Because I'm going to go a little late today. Normally I have to cut out at 5 because I need to go work on dinner. I already prepped dinner. I just need to put it in the oven because I knew I was going to go overtime today. Okay, let's... Hi, Ash. There we go. Here. Hi. Hair color. Red. That face doesn't look right. There you are. There's the Nienna face. Okay. I'm not going to go into the details because we'll be here forever. Oh, I do like that one. Okay. Hi. Do you want to say hello to everybody real fast? Before we get playing with the ghosties?
Yes. Oh, here he is. Here's Ash.
Another personal victory.
Hey, buddy. I know, I'm sorry. I've got a cord there. Hi.
Feel the fury.
Okay. All right. I'm so excited. So excited to check this out. So what do we have here? Immediately, I'm loving this skill right here. This little tombstone with the flower. I'm loving that. Resilient weapon. It's a weapon spell. Take reduced damage from strikes and periodically heal. Effectiveness increase while below 50% health. Grant this to nearby allies for a reduced duration. So from what I remember with the Ritualist, there are going to be some things that they'll cast where the effects will hit them for the full 100%, and then it'll hit your allies for a reduced percentage. Okay, Splinter Weapon. Your strikes will trigger an additional strike on nearby enemies. Allies receive fewer stacks. Nightmare Weapon. Your strikes steal life from enemies and inflict vulnerability. Grant fewer stacks. Nearby allies, yep. Weapon of Warding. Block attacks. Gain protection when the last stack is removed. Grant fewer stacks of this to nearby allies. Zinray's Weapon. If I remember correctly, that is a callback to Rit's skill in Guild Wars 1. When you take damage over a percentage of your maximum health, heal for the difference, then steal life from that foe. Grant fewer stacks of this to nearby allies. Oh, okay. All right, what is this? Ritualist. Oh, Shroud. Okay, that's right. We're doing a Shroud. The ghosties come in the Shroud. Right? And then we have Rupture, Anguish. Ooh. We have Anguish, Wanderlust, and Preservation, which are all spirits from Guild Wars 1. Anguish, destroy your Spirit of Anguish, damaging nearby enemies and granting might to nearby allies. The skill will activate automatically when the spirit expires. Wanderlust, destroy your Spirit of Wanderlust, inflicting fear on nearby enemies. Will activate automatically. Okay. And then Preservation, it grants defensive boons to nearby allies. Let's go play. I'm ready for this one. All right. So in Guild Wars 1, Necromancer was my favorite profession. My second favorite was Ritualist. And so I would have loved to have been able to have just a full separate Rit profession, but there's already so many professions in this game. But to have a Ritualist elite spec with a Necro, makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. All right. Let's go play. Now, from what I've heard, if you run a Minion Master on your Necro, you can have the minions and the ghosties out at the same time and have your own little army. And I think that's pretty dang cool. Okay, let's see. I think I need to. So, oh. Okay. Oh, they all spawn where I am. Okay. What was that? That was Anguish. So Anguish, Wanderlust, Preservation, and this is Summon Spirits. Ooh. Love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. And then they will stay. Oh, there is a trait that you can select that they will stay a little bit longer at, I think, cost to life. So I will find that in just a second. We'll go through those traits in a minute. So let me look at these again. Strikes will trigger an additional strike on nearby enemies. Steal life form. Okay, I want to try that one. Let's see. Do we have anybody hiding? Okay. What are these? These little orbs.
Replenishing. They'll have to hit much harder.
Are they just representative of the skills that I'm using? Perhaps. Let me see. Let me test that theory. Interesting. Okay.
Replenishing. I'm bleeding.
Sorry, I'm just reading. Okay. Trying to figure out how all of this is going to, how it's going to work, how it's going to flow. Because I find that when I get used to a new profession, a new elite spec, and I'm playing, I develop a sort of flow to the skills that I use. And so I'm just kind of trying to figure out how this is going to work in my head, which I may not figure that out today. It may take me a little while. If I do that, and then can I... Oh. This skill, Essence Blast, feels very reminiscent to like Core Necro Shroud, that default skill. Can I move them down here? Yes. And then if I shatter... Okay.
Can't move.
Okay. Again, I'm going to be a little picky. This is just me. This is my preference. Again, very subjective. So if you don't agree with me, that's absolutely okay. I was kind of hoping that as an elite skill, and I know that function is more important than the pretty things that I see with my eyeballs. I was really kind of hoping that this had a little bit of a flash to it, you know, a little bit of pizzazz. But it's okay. As long as it does what it's supposed to do, I guess I'll get over it. But that's just me being picky. Okay, let's see here. And... Oh. Well, maybe it's Guild Wars 2 trying to tell me I need to go and put dinner in the oven. All right, let me see if I can get back in. Nope, that's not. Hold on a second. Hold on. I was default clicking. I don't want to play my main. I need my beta characters. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, I see what happened. I've just found a notice. They are halting the Elite Spec beta for the moment. So Ruby posted, we are continuing to investigate the connectivity issues that many players have been experiencing today and have made the decision to temporarily halt the Visions of Eternity Elite Spec beta event as part of that investigation. Once we've corrected this issue, we will resume the beta event. We also plan to extend the beta event to make up for the time lost due to today's events. In the meantime, there's no need to reach out to support. We will update this thread when we have this information. We know this has been a frustrating situation. We appreciate your patience as we work on this. So I'm going to grab that, and then I'm going to just post this in here in case you guys want that link. That's to the forum post that Ruby just put up. But yeah, that I guess is going to be it for us today, huh? That's such a bummer, but I get it. You know, when stuff starts going south, sometimes you kind of got to shut stuff down and pull things apart to figure out what's happening. And honestly, I would rather them do that than, you know, have the continued issues. So
I think it's wonderful. There's so much to see.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just fix a couple things. I'm just gonna pop into my guild hall where it's nice and quiet. But I'm so sorry we couldn't finish going through the ritualist today, but hopefully we can make some time another time. So maybe we could check in like Thursday, what is today, Wednesday? Tomorrow, maybe for just a little bit before we do our Guild Wars 1 stuff. I'll kind of keep an eye and ear open, and hopefully things will be back up and running. So if they are by tomorrow morning, then maybe we'll pop in for a little bit and play with the writ, and then get to our Guild Wars 1 shenanigans, which I'm still trying to decide if we want to do dervish work or if we want to do dungeon diving. Do you guys have a preference? We want to do dungeon diving or dervish work? Keep watching the Hot Mess Express, figure out how to play dervish. Hey, it's growing on me. I will say that it's growing on me, and I still have a lot to learn, but so far I'm actually enjoying it. So yeah, we need to decide what we want to do. But of all of these so far, I think the biggest surprise for me, I think, was Troubadour. That one really surprised me in a very, very good way, with its theming, the explanation of the skills, the artwork of the skills, just how everything kind of looks like all together as a package deal. I'm really impressed with that one, and so I can see myself gravitating to it and playing with it. Yeah, that one really surprised me. But I highly recommend, if you, when it's back, hopping in for yourself, checking these out yourself to see how you like them. Because like I said, everything that I said today is subjective. They're all my opinions according to what I like in my play style. And there could be differences between me and you. And that's all good. But I think that is going to be it for me today. I'm so sorry about all the connectivity issues, and hopefully we can jump back in Thursday morning. Sorry, not Thursday morning. Tomorrow at the beginning of the stream to play with the writ. If we can't, then it may have to wait until Monday because I have something going on Friday, and this weekend is going to be kind of crazy. If I can make time this weekend, I might do a bonus stream where we play with the new Elite Specs, if it's back up, a little bit more. But right now we're also kind of prepping for back to school and getting, doing all the shopping for my son and all that fun stuff. So no guarantees, but if I can, I will put a notice on my Blue Sky, and I will post a message here on Twitch. And so you guys will be informed, because I like it when you guys are informed. But anyway, I hope that you guys Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I will see you guys back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific with some Guild Wars 1 work. Either Derv, we'll be playing with the Derv, or we'll do dungeon diving. Not sure yet. A little indecisive. My brain has been a little preoccupied. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to let you guys know. Any other housekeeping items? I think that's about it. I think that is it. All right. Let's see. Since drops are going, I would be more than happy to send you off to another Guild Wars 2 streamer, if you like. I know that Knives and Lily Velour are streaming. And I want to make sure that if you don't have your drops already, I want to make sure you get them. So let me send you off here. Let's filter. There we go. A lot of people streaming Guild Wars 2. Hold on one second here. Sorry. Why am I not seeing? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have a great rest of your week. And thank you so much for joining me today. If you like what you saw, consider giving me a follow. Also, check out my Blue Sky account if you like, you know, gaming news, a bit of cat stuff, a bit of gardening stuff, you know, all kinds of fun stuff. But I hope you guys take care, and I will see you next time. We'll say hello to Knives.